In a world where gravity is inconsistent and leaky, humans live in tethered floating cities. Hugo, a grumpy, elderly maintenance man, spends his days pinning gravity back into place with heavy brass bolts. The film opens with a silent sequence of Hugo working. He wears heavy lead boots and carries a massive wrench. He finds a leak, a coffee cup floating toward the clouds, and grumbles as he bolts a gravity plate to the floor. Hugo lives alone in a house filled with heavy objects. He values stability above all else. His only neighbor is Pip, a high-energy kid who wears inflatable water wings just in case he drifts off. Pip wants to fly. Hugo wants him to stay grounded. One afternoon, a massive gravity sink opens in the center of the city. Everything, fountains, market stalls, and even the loose cobblestones, begins falling up into the endless blue sky. Hugo springs into action, desperately trying to bolt down the town square, but the wrench is too heavy and the ground is crumbling. He looks up and sees Pip, who has accidentally untethered his water wings and is floating rapidly toward the stratosphere. Hugo realizes his lead boots are keeping him safe, but they are also keeping him from saving the boy. In a moment of desperation, Hugo unbuckles his heavy boots. For the first time in 70 years, he feels weightless. He doesn't panic. He uses his massive wrench to hook onto floating debris, swinging through the air like an acrobat. He reaches Pip just as the boy nears the point of no return. Hugo grabs Pip, but they have no way back down. Hugo spots his heavy lead boot still sitting on a floating piece of the town square below. He uses his wrench to pull a nearby floating gravity bolt, and instead of pinning it to the ground, he pins it to themselves. The weight of the gravity bolt pulls them gently back to the city. The final scene shows the city partially rebuilt, looking a bit more chaotic and less anchored. We see Hugo's house. It's no longer filled with heavy weights. Instead, he has installed a sunroof. He and Pip are sitting on the roof, both wearing light safety tethers, eating lunch while floating 6 inches off the ground. Hugo finally looks up at the sky and smiles.